Skip to main content from Africa in transition. Former Zimbabwe Finance Minister Ignatius Chombo arrives at court to face corruption charges in Harare, Zimbabwe, November 27, 2017. Mr. Chombo is one of a number of former Mugabe allies that are now facing trial. Philemon Bulawayo. Reuters blog post by John Campbell. December 22, 2017. Former Zimbabwe Finance Minister Ignatius Chombo arrives at court to face corruption charges in Harare, Zimbabwe, November 27, 2017. Mr. Chombo is one of a number of former Mugabe allies that are now facing trial. Philemon Bulawayo. Reuters blog post. Zimbabwean media is reporting the details of the settlement negotiated by Robert Mugabe and the generals who ousted him as president. The deal includes full immunity from prosecution for Mugabe, $10 million, half of which will be paid immediately, the other half to be paid in installments over several years, full salary, medical costs covered by the state, bodyguards and other security, and full protection of his private property. After he dies, his widow, Grace, will receive half of his salary as long as she lives. According to Zimbabwean media, the deal was brokered by Roman Catholic priest Fidelis Makonori and banker Gideon Gono. Many details remain unknown, such as what will happen to Mugabe's children, who are notorious for their extravagance. Apparently, the sweet deal does not apply to Mugabe's former henchmen. The new Mnangagwa regime has arrested Mugabe's finance minister, Ignatius Chombo, and two leaders of the ZANU-PF Youth League. Other Mugabe cabinet members have scattered and cannot be accounted for. Patrick Duwayo, the former Minister of Public Service and a Mugabe nephew, has fled the country. The new regime justified its coup by saying it was moving against the criminals around Mugabe, not the president himself. Hence, it is likely that a few high-profile Mugabe collaborators such as Chombo will be brought to trial. The lavish personal settlement for Mugabe supports the military narrative that it moved not against Mugabe but only the criminals around him. More on Zimbabwe. Robert Mugabe political transitions. Over the past year, the Zimbabwean economy has collapsed yet again. Estimates are that in more than 90% of Zimbabweans live below the poverty line. There are pockets of hunger. Estimates of Mugabe's personal wealth, now protected, exceed $1 billion. Yet, there is no visible outrage over the size of his settlement, a reflection of his continued mystique as the senior leader of Africa's liberation from colonialism. About CFR think tank. Support CFR for media careers. Contact us daily. News brief. Sign up for a morning roundup of news and analysis from around the world. Thanks for signing up. Check your email address. Browse more CFR newsletters.